Hi Scorpio, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot readings from the heart. So we're going to do your Valentine readings today for you guys. So we've got two readings, okay. The first one is the how does your partner feel for you reading, okay. So that'll be for anyone who's got a partner, anyone who's possibly thinking of a former partner, and anyone who is looking at prospective partner. So it's got to be if there's somebody in your orbit, all right? So if you've got a partner or you're looking at a prospective partner, maybe somebody that you like, somebody that you talk to, get along with really well, and you're really interested in them. And also maybe if it's a former partner as well, you can kind of look at this reading for those purposes, okay? Only if there's somebody around you or somebody kind of you've been very close to, or somebody you're looking to get closer in the future. That'll be the first reading. The second reading, Scorpio, will be for singles, and that'll be when is love coming in. And we do this over a 4-month period. So we're going to look at, in that particular reading, are you ready? Number one, are you ready for love? Number two, the card number 2 will be, well, what's happening in love for February. Card number 3 will be what's happening for love in March. And then card number 4 will be, well, what's happening in love for April, okay? So let's have a look for you guys then. And what we're using today with the cards, we're using, this is a new deck that I've bought. I'm using it for the first time today. It is the Gabby, what's her name? Gabby Gingus, is it, no, Gabby Angus, sorry, West. Bonfire Tarot. I saw these on Amazon and I was like, oh, those, because I'm waiting for another deck to be released called The Next World Tarot, which is extraordinarily difficult to get one's hands on. But in the meantime, I thought I really wanted just a fresh deck with lots of kind of nice colouring on it and stuff, so I got these. Hands are very dry today. I thought I had my hand cream somewhere. Oh, there it is. I can see it. And it's just dropped down the back of somewhere. Wonderful. Sorry guys if my hands look a bit crusty. I don't mean them to. I do try and get them as soft as I possibly can for recordings when I'm just showing my hands. But that's just the way it is, man. We'll just try and put some more stuff on them just to... Yeah, the actual cream that I want has decided to drop somewhere, so I don't know what's happened there. I think this is just antibacterial, actually, so it's probably not so moisture. Anyway, I've been talking too long about nonsense. So, yeah, we're going to use this card for your how does your partner feel about you reading. And we're going to use advice from the Romance Angels as well afterwards. And then the second reading for singles, we're going to use, this is definitely one of my favourite decks. I love it. I've got two of these packs. The Druidcraft Tarot deck, which is just absolutely smashing. It's a really good deck of cards. So we're going to use that. Anyway, and then we'll use the advice cards, the Whispers of Love advice cards for those as well. All right. So let's make a start then. We'll put these ones over here. And let's just, I had to get a nice covering for my tape. Well, it's not even a nice covering, it's just a black covering really, because the other covering was getting really messy. Alright, so let's have a look then. What we want to find out, first of all, the universe, is can you show me, number one, who is the partner? Who is this person in their life right now? So for Scorpio, who is Scorpio's partner in their life right now? Who are they? In their life right now in card number 1. Okay, so card number 1 goes here. Alright, so that's position 1. In position 2, what are this partner's strengths? In position 2, what are this partner's strengths? Okay. In position 3, what are the partner's weaknesses? What are the partner's weaknesses in position 3? Position 4, how does the partner feel for Scorpio? Position 5, how does Scorpio feel for the partner? Oopsie daisy. Okay, that came out. Position 6, can you tell me the strengths of the relationship between Scorpio and this partner? Whether it's a former partner, present, or somebody who's prospected. Position 7, what are the weaknesses in this relationship for position 7? Okay. Position 8, what is the likelihood, or what is the potential, what is the health? What is the health of this relationship? Can you tell me? What is the potential for this relationship to be a healthy one going forward? Okay. Position 9, can you show me what is the overall analysis of this relationship. Okay. And we're going to do position 10 as what is the overall outcome for this relationship in position 10. Alright, so he's just changing that there. Because this isn't about blockages anymore, this is about just looking at the, usually that would be what is the blockages to this potential health, but we're not doing it that way. We're going to have a look at what the overall outcome is in this card here. If we need clarifiers, we'll get them on, and we'll use probably just a lighter deck, really. The Rider-Waite miniature deck, potentially, if we need some form of clarity. So, who is the partner in their life right now, Scorpio? They are the Three of Cups. Alright, that's interesting. I mean, you know, when you're the Three of Cups, this person might be a friend, for example. Alright, this person, you know, when you're the Three of Cups, you are, how can we explain it? Because this person, I'm asking who are they in their life right now? And I don't really want to do any third-party business on this reading, even though threes can represent third parties. They might be a part of a group, for example, with the Three of Cups energy showing there. So, but this is who they are in their life right now. So this person might be really, really happy as well, because the Three of Cups is all to do with celebration, feeling joyful, feeling happy, feeling contented. It's all about agreements, coming together with others. I really don't want to go down that route of third parties. I really don't in this reading, because it's a Valentine's reading, and I want to try and find the best in this reading if we possibly can. Obviously, if shit shows up, I can't help it. If shit shows up and it's not to your liking, I'm really sorry. It's just the luck of the draw. Please, please, please don't get offended. I don't look at the card and say, right, I think I'll put that there and that there. I just put down what I see, all right? I just put down whatever the cards are, and I don't even know what's underneath it. I'm as in the dark as you guys are, so I'm not going to say, because they are showing as being the Three of Cups, so they might be involved in a third-party situation. They might be. They might be in a group of people. They might be involved with a group of people, for example. They might be a friend, for example, with that Three of Cups energy showing here. They might be really happy. They might be in celebration mode at the moment with the Three of Cups. What is their strengths as a person? They might be expanding their network with the Three of Cups. The Six of Wands. This person is extraordinarily confident. Obviously, this reading is going to be quicker because it's YouTube and we want to keep the readings down but still get the quality in there. If you do happen to order a reading like this on the website, it's usually about an hour, okay? An hour, between an hour, hour and a half, something like that. Their strengths are the Six of Wands. I feel that their strengths are in their confidence with the Six of Wands energy. I think the strengths for this individual Scorpio is that they have a lot of followers. I think that this person has a lot of influence over others with the Six of Wands energy showing here. I feel that this person is extraordinarily proud as an individual. I mean, it's their strength. So their strength is the Six of Wands. And if your strength is the Six of Wands, you are confident, you are assertive, which is what this person is. You've also got the ability to influence others because the Six of Wands has followers. So this person has the ability to influence others. It might be that this person is in a very, very high position within life. It might be that their strengths are that they are recognized by other people as well with the Six of Wands. So this person might be very, very popular with this Six of Wands energy. But I certainly feel that they have the ability to influence a lot of people with this Six of Wands energy, coupled with them being very assertive, very confident about themselves with this Six of Wands energy showing here. This person is very proud. They've got a lot of self-belief as well with the Six of Wands energy. This person is probably quite a positive person. They don't tend to back down from a fight with the Six of Wands energy because they are quite sure that they're going to win. So I actually feel that this person has a very, very strong sense of self with the Six of Wands energy, almost to the point sometimes for some of you guys, almost to the point of potentially ego. But I do feel that this person really is quite a positive individual. They look to be very optimistic to me. They look to know, it almost looks like they know that they influence a whole group of people. Possibly they're expanding their network here because with the Three of Cups, or they've got lots of friends with the Three of Cups energy, or they're involved with lots of people or lots of friends, that type of thing, or a community of people. Maybe with that Three of Cups energy and with the Six of Wands, their strengths are that they're able to influence people to come along. So this person is great at influencing people to join them, to follow them, that type of thing. They're also got a very high status in life as well. So their strengths are in their status and how people follow them and how people kind of appreciate them and recognise them for being whatever it is that they are. But this person is very much in a high position mentally, emotionally, and possibly even physically in life. Also probably very, one of the strengths with the Six of Wands is that this person would also be very attractive. If you want to look at cards that represent people who are really good looking within the tarot, you just need to go to cards like the Chariot, possibly King of Pentacles, Queen of Coins. The Six of Wands is another one. These cards, the Empress is definitely another one. All those cards signify physical attraction, or people that are physically attractive. They're really pretty, or they're really good looking. And this person's probably strength is also in their looks with the Six of Wands. What are their weaknesses? The Three of Wands. Okay, so their weaknesses, they're always looking outside of themselves. They're never contented just to stay in one place, I feel, because the Three of Wands is all about networking with others. That's what happens when you get a Three of Wands. It's networking, it's reaching out, it's expanding. Threes are expansion, okay? So this person likes to explore different things. This person, their weakness might be, I get the impression because their weakness is the Three of Wands, they don't like to be tied down as such. This person, and it doesn't matter, because you can have a partner who loves you to pieces, but this person doesn't want to have to be the slippers and pipe, male or female, you know. This person still has you know, they've got a thirst, a zest for life, which is what the Three of Wands really is. It's all about having a zest for life. It's all about wanting to go out there and explore life and, you know, and cast your net further. And this person, their weakness is possibly with the Three of Wands energy, they're always casting their net further afield. So their weakness might be that they are not particularly 100% the type that will settle down 100%, because they're always looking to cast their net further. They're always looking to network with others, talk to others. It might be their weaknesses in business as well. Three of Wands represents business partnerships, networking over business, creative endeavours. So it might be their weaknesses in their work as well, with the Three of Wands energy showing here. But I just feel that with this Three of Wands, this person hates stalemate. This person likes to keep things moving forward. They like to keep themselves moving forward. They get itchy feet quite a bit with that Three of Wands energy. How does this person, your partner, feel about you? Lovely. The Queen of Cups. Very, very nice energy. This person feels the Queen of Cups for you. So this person feels a real emotional connection to you, because that's what the Queen of Cups is. When you feel the Queen of Cups for someone, there is such a deep level of feeling that you have for that person. You feel their pain, you feel their happiness. There is such an emotional connection, because you are connecting on a very deep spiritual level with the Queen of Cups. So much so, it's almost like with the Queen of Cups, the connection with another individual might be like your connection with a twin. I have a twin sister, and if she's in pain, I feel her pain. If she's happy, I feel her happiness. We talk every day. I'm so connected to my twin, it's unreal. I love her more than life can, you know. I know I always say this, but I do. She's the one person in my life that I would say that makes everything make sense to me, is my twin. And that's generally, when you have a twin, that's what happens. If you've got a twin and you're really close to that twin, there's nothing that can break you apart. You are psychic. This is the psychic connection as well with the Queen of Cups. So really, your partner with the Queen of Cups for me is also a twin flame stroke soulmate card, because it deals with the energy of emotion, but not just emotion. Remember, she's a very spiritual card as well. So there's very much for your partner, a very deep spiritual connection, a very deep emotional connection to you. This person sees your thoughts, this person feels your feelings. If you're feeling pain, this partner will feel it with the Queen of Cups energy showing here. This person sees into the cup. They're a clairvoyant, is the Queen of Cups. So this person can see exactly what you're going through. This person probably dreams about you at night, Scorpio, as well, with that Queen of Cups energy showing there. Beautiful so far. How do you feel about this partner though? Oh wow, okay, so you feel the King of Swords. For some reason you feel, when you feel the King of Swords for someone, this is more analytical energy showing here. You feel, that's an interesting one, because this partner, obviously, for me, when I look at this, feels far more for you than you actually feel for this person, in a way, Scorpio. Because the King of Swords, if you feel the King of Swords for someone, this is all about proof. This is all about analysis. This is all about clarity. I feel with the King of Swords, it's an interesting one. I'm just going to pick up this card and have a look at him. And see what, I don't want to turn the cards into something that they're not, all right? The King of Swords is clear. The King of Swords is practical. The King of Swords is logical, is rational. So your feelings are much more on a rational basis, on a far more kind of logical basis. It's not the emotion of the partner. The partner feels far more emotionally inclined towards you, Scorpio, whilst you feel far more analytically inclined towards the partner. So your feelings are based in logic and rationale with this King of Swords. And I'm going to clarify why that is. Some of you guys, it might be that you feel emotionally cut off from the partner as well. That's what the King of Swords can stand for, because the King of Swords is not a romantic individual within the tarot. He's just not a romantic individual within the tarot. He's somebody who either, you know, he will love you, but he will love you for a reason that is other than love. This person will love you because you make the best sense, because being with you makes sense, because, you know, you make a good team, or because, you know, you've got long legs, or you've got blonde hair, or there's always an external reason for why the King of Swords as an archetype. I'm not saying if you've got an air sign lover that it's that. I'm just saying, as the archetype, the meaning of the King of Swords in terms of love is to be far more logical and rational when it comes to your feelings. So you're able to dissect those feelings and say, well, this is why I like this person because of this, this and this. It's not the purity of love that the Queen of Cups feels. And also the King of Swords is also where emotionally wise we might feel a sense of separation or a sense of isolation concerning love. So, you know, your feelings are the King of Swords for him. So your feelings are much more on a logical, analytical basis concerning this. And I'm wondering why, because it's not love, it's not emotion that you feel, it's the King of Swords. The King of Swords is proof. The King of Swords is, you know, needing information before we make the final assessment. Why does Scorpio feel the King of Swords for the partner in 2 cards? Right, so the 10 of Coins. So this is a long-term established relationship. No, it's good. It's good, and the Star. So this is hoping for this. Some of you guys are hoping with the Star energy. The Star energy, sometimes the Star energy is out of reach, but it's not that with this, because this should be a good combination. The 10 of Coins is all about building a long-term stable relationship, and the Star energy is all about our hopes and our wishes. So your feelings towards this person are more about the logical side of things. It's not that you don't feel anything, Scorpio. It's just that your feelings are far more along the lines of being rational and logical. Because for some of you guys, you're saying, is this, and also the Star energy is all about the soulmate energy as well. So is this relationship forever with this Star and the 10 of Coins? So is what we've built with the 10 of Coins energy probably in alignment with what? Because the Star is all about the alignment as well. Is it in alignment with the Hanged Man? And the Hanged Man is all about our perceptions, because we're perceiving things. Sometimes we perceive things with the Hanged Man energy in a different way because he's upside down. This is all about our spiritual perceptions. How do we perceive things when we look at things from a different angle? So, you know, is this relationship, for some of you guys, it might be with the 10 of Coins. Well, this is all about a long-term relationship. But, you know, some of you guys have a goal for a long-term relationship here, which is why you're being far more kind of analytical when it comes to how you feel about this person. Because you're saying, okay, can we achieve with the Star energy things for the long term? So if this is not so much a relatively new relationship, it could be anywhere from kind of 6 months or 3 months really into the 2-year stage. I think if you've been with this person, Scorpio, for between 3 months to 2 years, you might be saying, well, you know, I'm getting a little bit with, because he's also suspicious as well. So it might be for some of you guys that I think that this person does love you very much, because their feelings towards you are the Queen of Cups energy. They really are. So this person obviously loves you. But you are going, I think that your feelings with this King of Swords, remember he's a lawyer within the tarot, so his job is to be a little bit suspicious and to weigh up all evidence. So I feel that your feelings towards the partner are based in logic and rationale, but there's also, I think, with this King of Swords energy, an air of suspicion here, because for some of you guys, it might be with the 10 of Coins energy. While building this relationship, I'm hoping that I can be, this is all about you hoping and wishing to build a long-term relationship that might have, with the Hanged Man energy, taken a very, very long time to come about. So some of you guys, it might literally be that you've been with somebody for about 6 months to 2 years, or it could even be 4 or 5 years, but the relationship hasn't evolved in the way that you think it has evolved. So for example, you might be with a partner that you've not moved in with yet, and you've been together 2 years, and you're like, what's going on here? You know, I'm hoping with this Star energy to move in with this person with the 10 of Coins to build a life with this individual, but it seems that things have been really on hold for the longest time with the Hanged Man. And for some of you guys, emotionally, you're being very kind of you're being very kind of, what's the word I'm looking for with the King of Swords? You're being very analytical concerning your relationship with this individual, because, you know, it's about a long-term relationship. And you're saying with the Ten of Coins, am I aligned with my highest? Because the Hanged Man, he's got a high perception going on here. He has to, because he's upside down on the tree. You see what I mean? He's had to sacrifice a part of himself. This is a card that represents having to sacrifice a part of yourself in order to learn a lesson in life. And so it might be that for some of you guys, this is all about the reason why you take a very analytical and even to a certain extent suspicious stance concerning a relationship, because it's all about, for some of you guys as well, maybe you've built a relationship with someone that with the Star energy is very positive. However, with the Hanged Man energy, you might be taking a step back to review with this Hanged Man energy, the work that you guys have been putting in with that Eight of Coins, and whether, you know, you are getting to the goal. With the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Wands is all about persevering, or perseverance when this comes up here. So the Ten of Wands is all about pushing forward. It is struggles and it is hardship, but it's all about the work that you're putting in. You know, is it with the Ten of Wands going to bring results after all of the hard work, for example? You know, and so I think that there is a certain amount of questioning that goes on here for some of you Scorpios in a relationship, where this person, it almost feels like there's somebody who's happy to keep things the way that they are and they don't see a problem with it, but Scorpios kind of see a little bit of a problem with it, because it's almost like you feel that there is more to be advanced within a relationship here, and somebody is kind of like, you know what, I feel that things are fine the way that they are. What are the strengths in the relationship between you and this individual? Oh my goodness, it's lovely. The Ten of Cups. You've got real happiness here. The strengths are happiness, emotional contentment, and emotional satisfaction with the Ten of Cups energy. The strength is that you are actually soulmates with the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is a soulmate card. So your strength is the Ten of Cups. You've got the happiness, you've got the emotional fulfillment, Scorpio, and you are soulmates with this Ten of Cups energy. You've also got family around you that support you as well with the Ten of Cups energy. Some of you guys have got children with the partner with the Ten of Cups energy showing here. But what is the weakness in this relationship? The Sun. Okay, so the weakness is the Sun. I feel that there is something here that is burning. There is something here that is burning so brightly in this relationship that it might be casting out the darker areas that need to be looked into. Because if your Sun is your weakness, it's either that you are far too, and I don't think that this is you, because you're questioning something about this relationship. The King of Swords is a lawyer. He always questions. So your feelings around this relationship or for the partner is the need to question this partner. Okay, about certain aspects of the relationship. If you've been in the relationship long term and it's really positive, it might be that with the Hanged Man you're taking a step back to do a little bit of a review, because it might be that you guys have been working hard to chip away at maybe, because this is chipping away at maybe some of the problems that you've had. So you've been working hard to chip away at some of the problems that you've had, and you've taken a step back and saying, how are we doing about this, or how are we doing with this? And for some of you guys, this might be you've been in a relationship for between 6 to 2 years, and your hopes are to build this relationship, one in which it seems that you've been sitting on the fence for an awful long time waiting for, you know, things to happen. And again, this is all about you wanting to chip away from this, and therefore the partner looks like they're kind of happy the way that things are, which is fine to a certain extent. You've got that love there. It really is a nice reading, because the Ten of Cups is saying the strengths within Scorpio in this person's relationship is that there is a soulmate connection. There is a real bond, an emotional bond here. There is happiness between you and this partner as well, with this Ten of Cups energy showing here. There's real love. There's children, there's family, there's laughter, there's social networks, there's, you know, you've got a full and fulfilling, you know, emotional relationship with this individual. But the weakness is the Sun, and the Sun is arrogance. It's burning, and I'm going to see what it means. What do you mean the weakness is the Sun? What do you mean that the weakness is the Sun? This could be, I don't think this is anything to do with anyone else. It could be a child as well with the Sun, but I don't think it's that. I think something is burning, because suns don't just bring happiness, they bring warmth and heat. So there's something about something burning here. What's this Sun about? What's this Sun about as the weakness in 2 cards? Well, the Ace of Cups, which is love. New love, but the Death card has changed here. So this has changed. So I almost feel that what's burning a hole is that the excitement. I think that this is because the Ace of Cups represents new relationships, new love, new affairs. Okay, And, you know, this is the newness. When you get the Ace of Cups, it's the overflow. So it might be the overflow of emotion, i.e. telling each other that you love each other in the morning, cuddling up on an evening together and watching TV, the things that you'd have done at the start of the relationship. But it seems to me, this is why the Sun is the weakness. Something is burnt out here. Something is burning in. It's about the burn. The Sun, because this is not happening now with the Death card. This has come to an end. That overflow of emotion, that overflow of love seems to have come to an end with the Death card, Scorpio. You know, the feeling of the butterflies in the stomach, the excitement with the Ace of Cups energy in the relationship seems to have kind of faded out a bit, I guess, with the Death energy showing here. And that's probably where you're coming from as well. That's probably where you're coming from, because it looks to me, Scorpio, you're the one that needs the excitement in the relationship, and the partner looks to be the one that is kind of satisfied just to keep things the way that they are. They're kind of like, well, what's wrong? Everything seems to be going fine, blah, blah, blah. But it's probably because the partner, with the weakness of the Three of Wands, is always looking ahead. The partner has other things that they're doing. What are you doing, Scorpio? Are you involved? Do you have hobbies? Do you have a fulfilling life? Because this looks to me, in a way, if I'm being honest with you, Scorpio, to a certain extent, where, see, the Queen of Cups is the card about, you know, emotional satisfaction a lot of the time in a love reading. She's emotionally open and emotionally receptive when you get this card showing up, okay? So, you know, this partner looks to me to be satisfied emotionally with you, and there's a real depth of feeling that this person feels. But the weakness for them is the Three of Wands. They're always, I feel that this person isn't always around though, so it's almost like they have that breathing space that they need, and that's why they've got that. That's why they feel that, because they have other distractions in their life. So it's easy for them to love you because this person is not always there with you. All right, like, you know, for some couples, they'll say, oh, you know, it's a great relationship because we give each other a lot of space. And the weakness is this person likes a lot of space. They like to distract themselves either through work or travel or something. They're not always in the domain of the relationship. And I think that this is why you're questioning it. Because for some of you guys, emotionally, the King of Swords suggests emotionally how you feel is, you know, there's a sense of clarity here and a sense of needing to look at the relationship through the eyes of, and, you know, clear analysis, which is, you know, we've built a really positive relationship, a really good relationship here, but I need to take a step back and review some of this stuff because we seem to have been working really hard, or I've been working really hard to chip away at some of the struggles or problems that I've been feeling concerning this relationship. Let's have a look at what the potential for a healthy relationship is between you guys. Well, it's the Four of Cups. Okay, so, you know, the potential for happiness is not that great because the Four of Cups represents boredom. And I get the impression, Scorpio, that you are the ones that get bored. You get bored because your partner has a life. They seem to, you know, whether it's going to the gym with the Three of Wands energy, whether it's going out with their friends with the Three of Wands energy, whether it's doing a course, an educational course, they're always looking further ahead. They're always, but this is outside of the relationship. They're always looking at other things that they can do, i.e. Whether they go travelling or on their own with their friends, or whether they always have that space, which makes it easy for them to still love you because they've got that sense of, you know, their own thing going on. They've got that sense of, well, I'm doing my own thing. I'm not tied, you know, because I think if this person were to be tied, and also they're quite popular with the Six of Wands. Their strengths are in their confidence. They know who they are. They're very assertive as an individual. Also, right now, the Three of Cups, they might be embroiled in good friendships, you know, in working with teams or working with people or networking with different people. This person just looks incredibly fulfilled and busy. This partner looks very busy in this area here, which makes it easy to love you. But you're kind of like, you're more isolated, I feel, Scorpio. And you're more kind of like, well, you know, I'm questioning the partner because even though we've got a good relationship, I'm reviewing certain things, the fact that I'm having to chip away at the pressure. And the pressure might be that you feel that the partner doesn't give you the attention that you deserve or want. And yet you do have a really good relationship, the Ten of Cups, your soulmates. You do laugh a lot together. You do have a good time. You've got good friends around you. You've got people that love you. Excuse me. People that support the relationship. You've got all of that loveliness. But the problem is the sun, the burn. The heat in the relationship is what the weakness is. And the burning problem is that this abundance of love, this overflow of love, because the Ace of Cups is an overflow. The overflow of love, the overflow of abundance in this relationship, it seems to be, and the newness and the excitement, it seems to have burnt out again. The burnout card is now the Death card, with the Death card. So there's a lack of excitement here, which then brings in the likelihood for healthy happiness within this relationship is boredom. The Four of Cups, which seems to be showing some form of a boredom thing going on here. What is the overall analysis of your relationship? The Page of Swords. So I feel that the overall analysis is that there is some anger here with the Page of Swords energy showing up, because the Page of Swords is a challenge. He challenges the status quo. He will challenge things. He will challenge the words, the ideas that other have. So I think that the overall analysis is that this is quite a challenging relationship for some of you guys with that Page of Swords energy. Okay. I'm going to ask how that can be remedied though. We're going to get another card. I think I'll do that for the other readings. And how can this be remedied? How can this... Okay, so 3 cards dropped out here. So you've got the 9 of Coins in the reverse here, and then you've got the 7 of Cups. So the 9 of Coins reversed is all about... it's all about not wanting to feel on your own with this 9 of Coins energy showing here. And I feel that you need to... I think that you need to be open to, because you've got the 7 of Cups here, which is dreams, all right? And the 2 of Swords means to leave your options open. So I feel that actually here, with the 9 of Coins, how we remedy this kind of challenging energy within the relationship, with the Page of Swords being the overall analysis of your relationship, is, because this can also be argumentative energy of the Page of Swords. So I do feel that there are some challenges in this relationship, but I feel that how this is remedied is, you know, for some of you guys, you don't want to feel on your own you want to be in, you know, you want to feel included in the relationship, and in order to do that you need to leave yourself open to the possibilities of this with the 7 of Cups, because the 7 of Cups is all about the possibilities, and the 2 of Swords means to leave yourself open, leave yourself options open. So I feel that really, if you want more inclusiveness in the or to feel more included, which I feel some of you guys don't, because the partner seems to have a very fulfilling life all of their own, I feel that with this 9 of Coins, if you want to feel more included in this relationship with the 9 of Coins energy, you really need to open yourself up to other options. And I think those other options are things that you do. I think that this is you. I think you need to open yourself up with the 2 of Swords to other options with the 7 of Cups. But this is all about and I think that this is all about you being included, where you're both doing stuff. So, because I get the impression for some of you Scorpios, you are putting your onus on the partner. You're expecting the partner to fulfill you. When in fact, what you need... I don't think the partner is really doing anything wrong here for some of you guys, if I'm being honest with you. I think that what you're doing wrong, Scorpio, is you're expecting this person to fulfill you, when in fact they're just doing whatever it is that they're doing here. Because this, everybody... I think the onus of the general ethos of this reading, Scorpio, is to say, in a way, that... that sometimes we get with people and we're in relationships and we expect people to fulfill us, when in fact we need to be fulfilling ourselves. So we need to be devising our own hobbies and to be devising our own lives. And then it makes, because for the partner, the relationship is sweet. Queen of Cups, the partner feels the Queen of Cups for you. It's love. It's an emotional receptivity to you. It's an understanding of you. It's a generosity, an emotional, it's got the cup open, an emotional generosity towards you. They understand. This person is very tolerant, I think, with the Queen of Cups concerning you as well, Scorpio. But you seem to question a lot concerning this partner, because even though some of you guys have a really good relationship with the 10 of Coins and the Star energy, you feel with the Hanged Man energy the need to review this, because you're chipping away at some pressures, and these pressures might actually be your own pressures. Or you feel that the relationship for some of you guys hasn't evolved because of whatever the reason is. But the relationship, the partner shows as being very popular in their strengths. They're very much an influence for others with the 6 of Wands. They lead by example with the 6 of Wands within this energy here. A lot of people like them. They show us right now with the 3 of Cups energy being involved with people, like groups, networking, making friends, that type of thing. They seem to be celebrating. They feel really good about who they are. Their weakness is the 3 of Wands. They're always looking forward. They're always looking for the next bit of excitement or the next thing to do. Being creative, networking business-wise, for example, studying, furthering themselves, advancing themselves with that 3 of Wands. And that's you know, usually in relationships, that's what makes relationships work a lot of the time, when you are able to do your own thing. Because if you're completely involved with your partner and you don't, each of you don't have a life of your own, that can get very suffocating. So your partner needs space, I think, and that's why they find it very easy to open up and love you. Whereas you question everything, because I feel for you, for some of you Scorpios, you may not have as much of a life as the partner has. All right, and even though when you're together, the strengths are you have a really good relationship with that Ten of Cups. It's a really lovely relationship. It's a beautiful one with the Ten of Cups energy. The weakness is that there is something that is burning a hole. There is something that is very transparent, because suns mean to be transparent. There is something very transparent here. And what is transparent is, and what is shown up with the sun energy is that the overflow of abundance, of loving words, I love you, and this, that, and the other, that came to a close a long time ago in a way with the death energy. So you kind of, for some of you guys, settled into a normal routine that you got bored of. And that's why the overall, the potential for a healthy one is the Four of Cups. Boredom, apathy, discontentment, because the excitement has gone. And I feel that in a way that this isn't the excitement has gone on the partner's part. I think the excitement has gone on your part, because I feel that, you know, the overall analysis with this Page of Swords is that there are challenges that are being faced in this relationship as an overall analysis. But how you remedy that is that if you want to be included or feel included with the Nine of Coins in this relationship, you've got to open yourself up with the Two of Swords energy to other, you know, other options, to other possibilities, which are your own possibilities. What is it that you can do to fulfill yourself, Scorpio, instead of relying on the partner to do that for you? Because the partner looks to me to have a fulfilling life, but you look like, for some of you Scorpios, you might depend on that partner to do that for you. And sometimes if you've both got a fulfilling life in a relationship, then when you do come together, it's all the sweeter. The overall outcome for your relationship with the partner is, let's have a look. Well, it's good. The Magician. I feel that there is plenty of scope here with the Magician to start creating new things. You guys basically have all of the tools. You have all the tools. You've got all of the resources. You've got all of the knowledge. You know everything. You know each other inside and out with the Magician energy showing here. So you have the ability to create something from nothing in this relationship. You know, you have the ability to be spontaneous within this relationship. I feel that what will happen, the overall outcome for this relationship, is that a lot of stuff that has gone before is going to be wiped clean. And you guys are going to carry on, but you'll carry on going forward in this relationship, probably in a totally different way, with this Magician energy showing here. The overall outcome is that there is still very much a spark here within this relationship. Okay, but also the overall outcome is that what is caused has an effect. So it's cause and effect is the Magician as well. So what you put into the relationship is what you'll get out of it. So really, I think the overall outcome of this relationship, whilst I see various, you know, slates being wiped clean and, you know, having the potential to start creating new, more exciting things in the relationship, I feel that the overall outcome is that whatever you put in, because remember the Magician is cause and effect. He's got his one hand up to the sky. Where's his other hand actually on this one? Okay, I can't quite see where he is, but he's got one hand and one hand. Usually he's got one hand upwards and one hand down. This is all about as above, so below. So whatever it is that you create, you know, is what you'll experience. It's cause and effect. So whatever it is that you put in, it's the law of the universe. Really what it's saying, the overall outcome, whatever you put into this relationship, the overall outcome for the relationship, Scorpio, is whatever you put into it is what you'll get out. So if all you put in is negative energy with a Page of Swords energy, argumentative energy, then that's what you'll get out of the relationship, you know. Whereas if you put more positivity, I'm not putting it all down to Scorpio, maybe the partner needs to put more time in. But I do know that this partner loves you, really loves you, but they understand you as well. This person is very, very tolerant, and Scorpios can be very difficult to live with at the best of time, but I think that you've got a really good partner here, and I think that really what you need to do is look at your own shit, Scorpio, and look at how you can deal with your own, you know, your own demons. You know, if you don't want to be on your own with the Nine of Coins in the reverse and you want to feel more included in a relationship, open yourself up with the Two of Swords to other options, to other possibilities. What are the possibilities for you doing stuff that fulfills you? Because once you're both doing stuff that fulfills you outside the relationship, it's easier to feel happier in the relationship. And that's why we've got the Magician. Whatever it is that you're putting in to the relationship or into yourselves is definitely going to have an influence on the relationship overall. Alright, that is your reading for how your partner feels about you. I thought that was a really nice reading. I don't know what you guys thought. Some of you guys would think, no, that's not me. I'm quite happy and blah, blah. I do lots of things, but that's the way the reading was coming across to me. Okay, so 2 cards dropped out right before I could shuffle. It says that this is the relationship of a lifetime, and yes, this is your soulmate. So yeah, you do have, this is a relationship of a lifetime, and this person is your soulmate, okay? But don't be so ready to, I just got the impression for some of you Scorpios, there's an underlying anger there, but the anger really is at yourself, and really you need to leave yourself open to the possibilities of doing certain things that make you feel included and not so much on your own, for example. For example, maybe you want to do more things with the partner, that type of thing, but this person's definitely your soulmate. Right, so let's have a look for singles. So what we do is we get the Lovers card out first. That's the card, that's our significator. It's all about promising unions, love, balance in relationships. What we're going to do is, oopsie daisy. What we're going to do is we're going to have a look at card 1. Is Scorpio, single Scorpios, are they ready for love in card 1? So card 1 tells me if you're ready for love. And then in card 2, in the month of February, what is love looking like in 1 card for the month of February for Scorpio? That's card 2 showing there. For March, what is love looking like for March and love for Scorpio? And then card 3, what is love looking like in April for Scorpio in card 3? Alright, single Scorpios this is for. It's a shorter reading, but yeah. Let's have a look for you. Okay. So, and this will be time stamped obviously when the reading starts with this. So, the Lovers is what we want. So, are you ready for the Lovers? Are you ready for true love, Scorpio? I think that some of you guys are very defensive. You've got a 7 of Wands. You're showing up as being the 7 of Wands. So some of you guys aren't there yet, yeah? For some of you singles, because you've got the 7 of Wands. Now, the 7 of Wands actually is a card that represents many things. One of the things that it notably represents is the word desire. All right, so when you get a 7 of Wands, it's all about, you see these people creeping up to you. They're just coming over the hill. This person here, that's you. You're being very defensive here and you're keeping... So I think that here you're very selective when it comes to love. I think that it's not that you're not ready for love. It's just that you're being very, very selective when it comes to love. And you're not going to let any old Tom, Dick and Harry in. All right, and there's lots of people. You can see them creeping up it. So these are the people that are showing you interest. All right, you've got a lot of people around you, Scorpio, that are interested, but you're kind of guarding yourself. You're very protective of your environment. You're guarding yourself and you're saying, I'm not letting all of you in. I want to see who you are. So I do feel that you're ready for love, but I feel that you're using your smarts about love. And I think that you're being very, very, very careful about who you let into your life. Now, in February, what's your love life looking like? You've got the 2 of Wands. So there could be a couple of people, because the 2 of Wands is a fork in the road. So it might be that you've got a choice between 2 paths, a choice between 2 people. I'm going to see what that 2 of Wands is about, actually. We'll get a couple of clarifiers on that. What's this 2 of Wands about? What are the choices? Show me the 2 choices that Scorpio has with the 2 of Wands. Right, the 6 of Cups. This could be an old love with the 6 of Cups energy showing here. And the World. Okay. So, I think the choice is, because I asked for the 2 choices you've got a choice to be with an old love, for example. I think the choice is an old love or to end a cycle with the World energy. Okay, an old love who's a soulmate as well with the World energy showing here. But the World is all about the ending of a cycle, and that's what the 2 choices were. So I think because the World is all about ending a cycle, you've either got a chance, I think, in February to go back to an old lover, because the 6 of Cups is a soulmate, an old lover, somebody from the past. For some of you guys, this might be about somebody from the past, or just really to, you know, draw a line underneath it. So I think you've got a choice between 2 paths, and it's whether you're going to go back to an old lover, or whether with the World energy, you single Scorpios, you're going to actually decide just to draw a line underneath that. For March, what are we looking at in terms of love? Okay, so you do have a person showing up here, a King of Swords. This could be a Scorpion, this could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, male or female. It doesn't have to be. This could be somebody you work with. He's usually a professional guy. He's the King of Swords energy showing up here. But there is somebody around you, a King of Swords. I'm going to ask why this King of Swords is around you in March. Why is the King of Swords around single Scorpios in March in 2 cards? This is for love though, it's a love thing. Well, oh my God, you've got the Lovers again. The Lovers. So there's very much an attraction here. You're attracting somebody in with the Lovers energy. But the problem is, it's the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a commitment phobe. I think you're attracting someone in, but I think you're attracting in a commitment phobe. Because the Eight of Swords is pretty much in love with somebody who won't commit. I don't know whether this is somebody. I think if you go back to, I think looking at the cards, Scorpio, this might be why you're being very selective here in terms of love, single Scorpios. But I get the impression that in February you have a choice between 2 paths. And it might be, and this is also joining forces or getting close, because the Lovers is not just about attraction, it's not just about choices. Look at the card, it's about people getting close. So getting close to a commitment phobe. This might be explaining who this dude is, to be perfectly honest with you, Scorpio. So I actually feel that in February, you have a choice between 2 paths, whether you're going to go back to somebody from the past or just kind of draw a line underneath it with the world energy. I feel that in March, this could be this same person, especially if you go back to somebody from the past. You might be, there's a person showing up here for some of you guys for March 2019, King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Some of you guys are getting close with the Lovers energy to somebody who might be a little bit of a commitment phobe with the Eight of Swords energy showing here. All right, so it might be somebody that you fancy, for example. Remember, the tarot can work out in a multitude of ways. This might be somebody that you meet in work, this King of Swords. This might be somebody that you're interested in, but it might be about you who's attracted to. You're either getting close to or you're attracted, the Lovers, to a commitment phobe. So this doesn't mean that this person's coming and it's going to be, oh, all hearts and flowers. This might just be somebody who you're simply attracted to. But doesn't necessarily want a relationship. We'll see anyway. And what's April looking like for you? I think that you guys are going to be looking in another area for love. I think that the story is that you have a choice between getting back with a past lover in February or just drawing a line under it with the world. I feel that in March, there's somebody showing up for you, Scorpios, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius male. Doesn't have to be. Could be somebody you work with, a professional type of an individual with this King of Swords. Could be a little bit hard to get to know, that type of thing. It might be, this is all about you being attracted, or you're either getting close to or you're attracted to somebody. I don't think this is somebody it's going to work out with in March. Okay, there's somebody showing up, but I don't reckon you're going to work out with this dude in March, okay? Because I think that you are trying to get close to or you're attracted to somebody who's not ready for a relationship. I see somebody coming in March for you singles, but I think this person doesn't necessarily want a relationship. And the overall outcome, when we look at April for love, this is all about you guys just casting your net further, looking for other opportunities for love, or just waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for the right person. I think there's somebody showing up, but I don't think this is somebody you're going to get with you single Scorpios, okay? I think it's going to be, because you're the Three of Wands, the April just waiting for love. Three of Wands is often waiting for love, waiting for your ships to come in. Okay. Some of you guys might be worrying about being single. Nine of Swords and the Nine of Coins. Alright. You might be worrying about being a single here. So this is all about you waiting for your ships to come in because you really don't want to be single. Alright. With that Nine of Swords and the Nine of Coins. Alright. There is love. There isn't love. There could be here in February. There could be. Depends on which way you go. It looks like a past lover for some of you guys is coming back this month, some point. And you have a choice whether you take them or you don't. Whether you take them with the Six of Cups or whether you end the cycle with the world. And then there's this person here who you're attracting in this dude who doesn't want love, or you're trying to get very close to a dude that doesn't want love. All right, I don't think it will work out there. And there you guys will be in April just waiting for your ships to come in because you really don't want to be single. All right, don't worry, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. If you guys, I don't know whether I could do these on a monthly basis. These types of love readings for singles. I'll have to see. I don't know how I would work it. We couldn't do it like the monthly thing, but we could certainly maybe try and do this thingy for the month for singles. Let me know if you want me to do this like for April. I could do the whole running story from these three, from the cards here, okay? From sort of going into March and stuff. Let me know. I really like this spread. All right, that is your reading, my darling. Have a great Valentine's. Love you guys more than words can say. Take care. Bye-bye.